I said it really ain't no crash, yeah. It's what Davia. Shawty wanna leave me, new deadlier. Pockets heavier. Tryna reach that top when I own my spot and I'm finna break barriers. Ain't too many play fair with us. I don't wanna hear what they telling us. F***ers hating they jelly us.
Welcome to After the Cut, brought to you by Signature Academy, the premier academy for barbering in the world. It's your boy Wilson from People's Media, the best media company in Southern California, and we're brought to you with two of the hottest barbers in the high desert.
Welcome to the house of Signature Central. This is B. Stokes the Barber. Let's chop it up.
What's going on, y'all? It's Barber J here from Signature East on the Sperry Road, man. You already know what time it is. Let's get straight to it.
All right, and to kick it off, we have a little bit of a controversy with Vlad versus Boosie. Boosie is saying that he wants $40K to show up on Vlad's next interview. Vlad's saying he hasn't actually made that much money to offer Boosie $40K. What's your guys' thoughts?
I think it's valid.
Valid? He hasn't made enough to be producing $40K, and Boosie's kind of declining.
It's valid, man.
You think so?
Yeah.
Boosie's been on the decline in the last 2 years.
Has he though?
He really has.
But he already laid his ground. He laid his groundwork already with Vlad. He did like 5 interviews already, and all Vlad shit then went viral. Like there's not one Vlad interview that didn't go viral. So if he's talking about that's too much, he cap, bro. That shit viral on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook.
Vlad is everywhere.
Snapchat, it's everywhere, bro.
He got one of the biggest
platforms. Like
but what?
He got one of the biggest social media.
What else is Boosie on
right now?
What else is Boosie on? What was the last thing you seen Boosie on?
Before he ever came to Vlad, he was already a superstar.
Since Vlad, what was the last thing you seen Boosie on?
Instagram.
That doesn't matter.
No. The question is, again, when was the last time you saw Boosie on social media?
He's on all social media platforms.
No, you know what happened? Instagram kept taking
he has
his
his own following.
I know, but Boosie ain't doing that much.
Because Instagram kept taking away his pages. That's a real thing. He had millions of followers.
He had the women on there stripping and all that. He had millions on one live at one
I'm not saying he was right. I'm not saying he was
millions.
right, but you understand, he definitely was taken off a platform that he was having emotion on.
So look, this is my take with the Vlad thing.
Talk to me.
Bro, social media and content creating has been monetized to the point where you can eat off of it for the rest of your life off of one video, basically.
Yeah.
I feel like Boosie is valid for that. And if Vlad don't think like 40 is,
I do think that
like,
there should
good
be
enough,
a monetary value.
Then like they can meet in the middle. But
that's what I think so. Like
but
I
Boosie
think
is saying
30.
he need that.
That's what I mean. Is like, is it more so saying Boosie, hey, nah, I kind of made you. You kind of like I've earned the $40K because me is the reason that you're where you are. That's kind of what it's feeling like.
Vlad knows if Boosie go back on there,
Vlad not selling that much without the stars that he's bringing.
But Vlad also has kind of been moving. You know, he's been moving his. He is weird. I ain't gonna lie to you guys. I'm not a super fan of Vlad. I think he's kind of a gay weirdo. So it is a little weird to see Vlad doing all those things. I'm not a fan of Vlad. I do want to clarify that. But it is kind of, you know, like. The motherfucker hustled his ass off to build Vlad. It wasn't like he just, like, did Boosie show up to Vlad when Vlad had nothing? No. Vlad also built that kind of enterprise, that machine, that marketing. I get Boosie
who had
up there.
more though?
You can't put the two and two, you can't even compare the two. Boosie's Boosie. Vlad is a podcaster. At best, an interviewer of old timers declining, and now he's kind of getting better rappers on there sometimes.
Old timers declining.
How many times does he?
Only in hip hop. Only in hip hop people say that.
How often does he get an OG on there that talks about only OG shit? How often?
Only in hip hop, bro.
Is that not what Vlad does?
Bro,
how many Vlad interviews
you can't
like
say
on there like that?
Declining though.
Okay, not
why
on
is
decline.
it country singers can tour and perform shows until they 80 and 90, but now we got old rappers declining? Why we don't support those rappers?
You're right. All right, we have to cut to the next one. Josh, bringing in too many soft ass boys out on these streets. What are you talking about?
Bro, it's a lot of simps, bro. Simps, tender ass dudes, bro, that like they messing the game up. They messing the game up, bro. They offering too much for too little in return. And they be pressed about something, about these females that don't even be their girls, you know what I'm saying? So the way I see it is it's a generational thing, you know what I'm saying? It ain't just the dude's fault, it's the girls' fault too, because the girls, the women, they encourage the tenderness, you know what I'm saying? These dudes fall for it every time. You know what I'm saying? What you think, bro?
It's definitely not enough testosterone, man. These niggas full of estrogen.
All I gotta say is I don't see enough young men in the gym, and I be in the gym a lot. So that's literally all I gotta say.
No, you go to the old folks gym though.
Chill out. You know what is he bringing up the old stuff for? You be bringing up the craziest things.
He working around people that's 65 and up, so he feels smarter than them. Ain't nobody in that gym your age, bro.
There's a reason why I'm big. There's a reason why I'm big.
There's
That's
no
all
competition in there. Nobody challenging you.
All right. We actually have the next topic, and this next topic I want to throw it over to you, B. And this is so many reasons, but I really do want to get your breakdown on this. Whole mathematics, break it down.
Oh. Man, that's talking about the women that dealing with so many different dudes, you know, getting money from them. You know what I'm saying? Hanging
Tell them, Josh. Come on.
Hey, I'm just saying, bro.
But they don't consider themselves hoes.
Yeah. But, okay, so what makes
like you
a hoe
doing the
a hoe?
same thing that a hoe's doing?
Yeah.
So what makes them a hoe?
Okay.
I mean,
Come on.
they entertaining multiple men.
We gotta know.
Right? They entertaining multiple men.
Okay.
They getting money from multiple men, and they don't think they're hoes.
All right. I'll tell you what I watched, and you tell me if this makes sense. The woman was on there. And, the Blueface. It just went viral. Blueface is talking to the girl, and she's like, "I'm not a hoe," and he's like, "Well, you know," he named all 4 guys, and she said, "Nah, I've only been with 2," and immediately in my head, I just think of J. Cole's song. You know when he does the verse and he tells us how the whole math works, and I think that was a very in that moment I realized J. Cole's always been right.
Yeah, exactly.
J. Cole's always been right.
Exactly.
J. Cole's always been right, and that's why I follow my guy.
Honestly, I think that the whole math don't add up, bro. Like I said, it's like delusion, you know.
It is delusional.
It's delusional. It's like
extremely delusional.
Like I'm be honest, like I don't know too many real dudes that's gonna marry a girl that's always half naked on social media. Like I'm just saying, bro.
I mean, it's cats out there that
It is.
like
It is. That's what I'm saying. But
they are gonna marry him, and they sense. Remember what we said?
The
Tender.
The tenderonies.
They falling off the bone.
Tenderism. They falling off the
This is why you gotta go to the gym, folks. This is why you gotta go to the gym. Or else you're gonna be, a tender
They
folk.
tender, bro. That's what I'm saying,
Tender
bro. So it's like
motherfuckers.
that's why there's an illusion. And then I just found this other thing too, bro. Like women like low key, like they're very competitive, right?
They are.
So like they'll like encourage a girl to think a certain way, knowing damn well that shit ain't right. Because you know, like, and there's a lot of women doing that. Yeah, they do it to each other. Women support women. I'm not against that, but like they do it for the wrong reasons.
All right, and with the next one and the last one for our hip hop stories, look, this was a hilarious clip on the Joe Budden podcast. I'm a instigator. I'm a hater of Joe Budden. I love some of his music, but I real hater.
Yeah.
Man, Tyrese is always hilarious, but he was putting belt to ass on that podcast. Whooping his ass, right? My guy literally just told him like what it is. And the reality of Joe Budden podcast is, if you watch it, it's a bunch of yes men and Joe Budden in the back acting like he's the man. You know? No offense, no shade thrown, but that's just the reality. And Tyrese actually told him. And in the clip, he actually even asked him, he's like, yo, he even throws him, he's like, yo, I'll put the my link, and he's Tyrese Patreon. And he put it in there, and they did not cut it. I thought it was the funniest part of the whole clip. What do you guys think?
Honestly, I like that Tyrese is a standalone, you know. You're a real nigga, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he kind of doing his thing.
In those type of situations, you gotta stand on your own. You know what I'm saying?
Vulnerable wrong with too.
Yeah.
He ain't afraid to cry.
Yeah, exactly.
He really ain't.
You saying
but he a
real
grown man, you know?
Yeah,
like,
real man,
that's a real man.
Shit,
you was crying before the
That
show.
was his kid, man.
You
Hey, we've gotten a lot of beams off of Tyrese, though.
Yeah, now we do. What do you want from me?
But look,
shout out to him though,
man,
bro.
Joe Budden is a troll for real.
Yeah, he
Sometimes he be accurate though.
No, he do. He said
But
some
you know,
factual
I
stuff.
kind of feel like that podcast is mainly about trolling and giving a negative point of view of a certain topics.
But I don't like when dudes be really sitting up here kissing ass, bro.
doubt.
Like be your own man at the end of the day. Like you
is
can
very
have
true.
different agreements and disagreements, whatnot. But like if you seen the clip, that stuff is just like it's cringe, bro. It is real.
It is real because it's
a whole
weird.
bunch
Like
of men
when
agreeing on the same thing. Like none of y'all think different.
It's not even
That's-
that.
that's
It's not
kind of
even
the
that.
thing.
It's
Like,
the fact
come
that
on,
you
man.
try
That's
to-
that tenderism too.
That's tenderism, but look. The main thing is this: it's okay to have disagreements like that, or to agree with somebody. But you try to put the next dude down because he disagree. You know what I'm saying? Just so we don't see the same, values, whatever it is we talking about. Don't mean
Well, look,
that
I
I'm
think-
less than.
Just to let the record reflect, just because of that, nigga, I don't agree with nothing you just said. You see what I'm saying?
that's a good point.
What you mean?
I don't agree with it. Next
I'm
topic,
saying,
gang.
Next topic,
what I'm
gang.
saying is this, bro. Like, real quick, bro. Like, it depends on the topic, right?
Right.
But like, if it's not that deep, or it's just like different views on certain things, like if it's not that deep, then like I'm not gonna put you down. I'm gonna tell you a piece of shit because we don't see the same. And
You better not, nigga. I'm gonna want to scrap you.
you got a show for your ass, bro, for real.
All right, and with the next topic, we actually have this interesting. Barber sent us over this conversation topic. It's what it's like handling barbers as an owner/manager. And this is a great question because we actually have two independent owners. And your guys' thoughts on that is?
Well, honestly,
Because it's tough. You guys have to
Honestly-
deal with a lot of personalities.
yeah, no. So
lot.
for me, it's not that hard. It is difficult, but like not as much as people think it is because I've already had experience with dealing with or having to oversee at least 20, 30 people at a time as an instructor for beginner class, advanced class, and as a manager/owner. But I will say it's a lot of emotions, a lot of personal things and external things that barbers go through that you kind of have to just be there and understand, you know what I'm saying, for the business and for the individual barber so that it works for both of us, you know what I'm saying? We got to meet each other halfway, you feel me? What about you?
I mean, I think the biggest part of it is managing yourself. So as the leader, right? So, as an owner, I have to make sure that I'm constantly in line and checking my own attitude, because sometimes like the problems that come like during the day, you could easily snap and then that'll make the situation worse. So like for all managers and future owners and owners, the best thing to do is to control yourself.
Yeah.
So you could properly lead and delegate.
Yep, exactly that. Lead by example. You know what I'm saying? You got to be the first person in line of the program. You know what I'm saying?
All right. With that said, our next point is from a growth mindset, and that's with barber owners that own multiple, barbershops. How is it that is it easier? I know that one of our barbers actually owns multiple shops in this situation, and does that make it easier because you already have a system, or is it more so even more difficult dealing with so many more personalities?
So you can have a system, but you need the right people to run the system. So, the system might work at this location versus the next location because you have the right individuals in that particular location. So the problem is like selecting the proper barbers for the location. For the system.
So how do you gauge that? How do you gauge a proper barber, especially at your Stokes, B Stokes? You've owned now a shop for how long?
3 years.
3 years, and you've been a barber in the game for well over a decade, right?
Yeah.
How do you pick that out? As a senior barber, as somebody who's seen, the quick summer barberships that come and go. How do you pick that person to run that?
You have to gauge temperament. You got to judge personality. You gotta know how to pick the proper leader, because sometimes people have qualities of leadership, but they don't know how to balance all those qualities. So you have to find the right one that's tapped in.
Yeah, no, that's real.
And then for you, Jay, you've actually been an instructor for a good couple of years. How do you navigate, with that experience and being able to understand more of the frustrated young that don't, maybe hook onto barbering so easily, picking them for your shop or designating them to other shops and understanding that it might take them a minute to grow, as a student?
Honestly, I can tell off the rip, bro. Like, it's all dependent upon the level of understanding of what they're actually trying to do, and then their level of commitment at the end of the day. Because it don't matter. Like, you can talk about what you want to do as a barber or anything in life all day. If you're not going to show any commitment at all, then it's not going to work. And I've seen barbers, or young barbers, student barbers, whatever the case is, get their foot in the door and like never fully commit to what it is that you're trying to do. And they waste their own time, you know what I'm saying? Like, fighting against the system or the program we already have it built to help them succeed.
Like, how you see the system make someone win, but then you don't want to follow it.
Yeah.
Like, what you showing so much resistance?
They're looking at somebody else's bowl, you know what I'm saying? They thinking that, like, this person over here, they bowl full of water, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody got a bowl, and they bowl come with holes in it. You got to do your own homework, your own shit to patch up those holes. So while you pouring water in there, you'll start to see growth. If you don't patch up them holes, you know what I'm saying, you're going to be looking at this nigga bowl filling up, but your bowl's still running dry because you're not patching up the holes.
Yeah,
that's really what it is.
Looky lose.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You looking in the wrong spots, my boy. You feel me? You got to, like, tighten up. But, yeah, I can see how rip, like, first of all, the eagerness to even learn something new, or not even that, applying it. If you don't want to apply nothing that you've never done before to your craft, I'll be honest with you, I'm telling, hey, bro, this might not be for you, like, because this don't happen every day.
I think that'd be the hardest part too, to like let a barber know, hey, this might not be for you, man.
Yeah,
have you did that before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
it's
honestly,
tough.
I have, and it's tough because, like I said, you can see potential in everybody, but I don't mean everybody else to see it in themselves.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of the time too, it's kind of like, it's not our fault, but like, we carry on the burden of, like, not showing flaws, I guess. So people think we're perfect and we make it look easy, when really we just already know what our vices are.
You know who do that?
Who?
Poe.
Oh yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, I was telling him earlier, like, when me and Wilson was talking, and I was telling him, like, I've seen the same shit for the last 8 years, and I've seen growth on top of that. The same system and the same growth, at the same time, and with the same people who started when I was there on the same path I was on, we still here.
That's a fact.
So it's like, I see consistency within our
shout out to
actions.
the team.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Big shout out.
Yeah, so like, that's why I'm like, if you can't recognize that, like, cause like, the 1% is the 1% for a reason.
That's a fact.
If everybody wanted to succeed in barbering, they would do it, but they don't. And I have to remind a lot of barbers of that too. You feel me? Like, we got to make sure we pay attention to the growth and not our own individual, like, feelings about something.
It's a fact.
So yeah.
All right, and with that, we have a major shout out to do with Signature Academy, the premier barbering academy in Southern California. They offer all courses and at a great price. And if you don't sign up, you're going to be missing out on some of the biggest barbershops in the world. They are expanding rather quickly. And as you can tell, our big barber shop homies right here that are with us could tell you much more about it. But let's get back to it. And Barber Jay actually brought up a really good question that we wanted to talk about, and that's according to relationships, actually, which is funny because this man is ladies' man, so maybe you could tell us a little bit of something.
That's your label out here?
What is it okay? And I got to know your opinion because some of us here are married and some of us are not.
You making the guy sweat, Will?
Nah, I just I'm just chilling.
What's the how do we feel about clubbing as a girlfriend and or as a wife? Is it okay for them to go clubbing? Do we have an issue with them going clubbing at all? How often they go, I hear, is a big problem. I'm gonna circle back on my opinion. I'm gonna hold that to the end. But Jay, since you brought this up, I want to hear you first.
My honest opinion, what I think is that it's not bad that a girlfriend wants to go clubbing. I think what's more important is who she's going with. Who are her homegirls?
Friends.
Who are them friends? You know what I'm saying? Do those friends even respect me?
They can pull the demon out of them.
Yeah. Do those friends even respect me or like respect my relationship with my lady? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, how often are you going out? You know what I'm saying? She's like, I don't have a problem with it, but like, if you trying to do it every weekend and I'm not going.
That's a problem.
That's a problem. You feel me? then it's like
Big problem.
If I already seen like, okay, I've been in relationships, right? If me and my girl rocking, like, why are you hanging around? Why are all your friends single? Why are all your friends single?
Yeah.
You the only one in a relationship. Why are your friends single? Don't you think that
You know what that mean?
Your friends might not want to, want you to be in a relationship. I've seen it.
Bad influence.
Girls will literally talk another girl out of a relationship so they can have more time with their friends.
It's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so it might not even be that she's cheating. It might be just like the friends' bad influence, like you said.
We do that amongst men.
Yeah.
So women do the same thing.
Yeah, exactly. They do it way more discreetly, apparently. So.
No. I need to hear my guy B Stokes' own opinion. He is the only married man on this podcast so far.
It's crazy.
So, how you feeling with your wife? We're not talking about Playboy over here that gets, 1, 2, 2, 3 tings every weekend.
Wow, it's crazy.
We're talking about a married man. How do you feel about your wife going out to the club?
I mean, going out with her homegirls quarterly.
Quarterly? So we have a quarterly
I'm not saying it has to be quarterly.
Does it work out?
Let me rephrase that, right?
I
Because
am
you just
not
dropped
in
the
streets
question
like
on me.
that, bro.
I'm not saying it has to be quarterly, but like you going out here and there, there and here, not just like a constant thing. Like, like I kind of feel like,
what's too much?
are you not happy at the house if you going out every week?
Yeah, that's a big tell. But
So
what's too much? Is
like I said, every week. I think that's like amazing.
That's amazing. Okay, that's an interesting choice of word.
I think twice is that's too much. I think if you don't
twice a week is too much for you, Jay.
Twice a month.
How about once a month?
Once a month is cool.
Once a month is cool.
If you going every week, it's like who at the club?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, 100%.
I ain't there.
No.
So what's going on? Hey, rewind.
He is.
I'm not doing all that. I'm not doing that.
Oh yeah, Josh, you there?
I'm a regular dude.
Yeah. They get
for
nigga, our boy.
What do married women doing coming every week?
Who they looking for,
Yeah.
Josh?
Oh, honestly, bro. I mean, honest with you, bro.
Looking for
Like, nah, nigga. I'm trying to tell you something, bro. Like, nah. It don't be married women at the club. It be divorced women, baby mamas, single moms at the bars where you don't find the married women at.
Yeah, that's true.
I ain't gonna lie, and they be talking. They be talking, bro. Not to me. Sometimes they try to talk to me.
Sure, that's what
But
we're saying.
like they be talking. They be at the bars. For
All
real.
right. This was a great conversation point that B Stokes brought up. So I want to kind of revert this to you because I have. Oh, by the way, more than like once a month for me is too much. It's just you're ridiculous. And in the wintertime, if you go out at all, you're a hoe. All right, so back to the question. Because it's cold. It's cold. What are you doing outside? It's cold outside. What are you
That's
doing?
a mic drop as you segue to the next topic.
All right, so what's too cheap for a date? Is $50 enough? Is it $100? A dub used to go a long way.
Too cheap.
But now, not so much.
Too cheap for a date, strictly because you gotta think about traveling to your destination. Anything under $100.
Okay, hold up. I do want to clarify. A first date should be completely different to just a regular date.
it's a
I'm
first date.
gonna
Yeah,
ask.
First date is more
first
like
date.
platonic. Like,
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah,
y'all paying for yourselves.
I mean, if we can get a first date for under 10, that's
Under
cool.
10?
10.
I'm just saying, if
Nah,
we could. I ain't
B,
saying 10.
we're in a completely different
That's
ballpark.
crazy.
On the first
Hey,
date,
hey,
under
I ain't dating in a
10?
minute, but $10 is
That's
wow.
what I'm
$10
saying.
is crazy, Jay.
Okay, first of all, then get the snacks, go to the beach. You feel me?
Okay,
That's way more than $10.
Hold on.
No, it's
That's
not.
not platonic. You trying to make her fall in love on the
What are we
first
doing?
date?
You
like
take it-
intimate.
And that's why he goes to the club. That's
Yeah,
why
yeah,
Jay
bro,
got
he-
2-3 takes
that's
on a
crazy.
weekend. That's why he got him. He said, I'm
a
going to
little
the
shocked
beach
by that
off the
statement.
first
Go
date.
to the beach on the first?
What are you doing?
First date,
I'm taking you on a
it's more
stroll.
like, I want to
tea
go
break,
to a place like where I can
coffee.
get to know you. Like,
Coffee's boring. Maybe a museum.
That's
you know?
crazy. Hey, yo, we need to ask the chat, like going to the beach on the first date, is that kind of like...
Just like I put the first date ain't really a first date. The first date is really like let's go meet, let's go hang out and see each other's vibe. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
nigga,
saying?
you trying to go
With
rub
the-
your feet in the sand with her on the first date. That ain't getting
Rubbing
ignored.
feet in the sand is crazy.
Okay, the park.
That's low-key like
Let's go
setting
to
the mood on some romance.
Okay,
Like,
my
you know?
bad. You want to go to the park and just fly down the slide and shit? Like,
I mean, it's better than the beach.
All right,
You know what I'm
go ahead.
saying? You giving her the wrong idea with the beach.
So are you dating to date the girl to be her, like, you know, be her man, or are you just trying to
I mean, like modern dating is all about the sting, right? So
what?
Oh man, hey man, next topic, man. You ain't ready
All
for
right,
this grown man conversation.
This is a
man.
great,
You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're
this
saying.
is a great segue to grown man folk talk, and that's what should partners and since we're all men here, girls be looking for in their partners as they're looking for their mate. We're gonna have to skip Josh again. I'm so sorry. You're kind of
Fuck that.
dequalified from fucking having a conversational right now off the rip. B Stokes, you're a married person. You know exactly what you were looking for, and you know what she was looking for. How did you manage that?
I believe all women is looking for a man of truth.
What does that mean?
A man is gonna keep it 100 at all times. Like, I'm not saying like you know, like might not cheat or like you might not make a mistake, but you're gonna be honest about it. You gonna accept that accountability.
Okay, I like that.
You could do a lot more when you tell the truth.
Yeah, no, that's what mom told me, like, always tell the truth, you know what I'm saying? Like, first of all, Wilson, I know a lot about this type of stuff. You know, I got good morals and values. And
My bad.
The morals and values that I look for, or that I at least try to attract, because I become what I attract, you know what I'm saying, is things that you can't teach, things that you can't buy, you feel me? Like, intellectual conversations and stuff, morals and values, how do you, like, you know, how do you view yourself, how do you carry yourself in the world? And more than like you said, like, that just pours into what you were saying, you know what I'm saying? Like, being like truthful, not within just what your words is, but your actions and your identity. You feel me? Like, be who you are, and let that person be able to experience you. Like, don't hold back. If you hold back, then you're giving the person the wrong idea of who
like
you is.
Like, if you make a mistake during the day, man, like, go back and hey babe, I messed up today. This is what happened.
I had a situation in the past where, like, we went on our first date, right? We went to, like, get some food, and I had my phone D&D, right? Mind you, I understand this era was a little whack. You feel me?
Look like you cheating on D&D.
But look, I had to explain to her, like, if I'm trying to get to know you, it's intimate. Like, you know what I'm saying? If I'm with my family, if I'm with a girl I'm talking to or dating my woman, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Or I'm handling like something like a meeting or something, my phone D&D. I gotta have undivided attention.
Yeah, you need to focus.
And I try to protect the intimacy between me and the person I'm on a date with, so there's no interruptions. Just like, let's say your phone is blowing up. Are you cheating? You're like, oh no, it's just my job calling me. And every time I tell people, like, we do get phone calls at midnight. Like, we do. You feel me?
Midnight phone calls are a little weird for the workplace. Just a little bit. I'm just gonna warn anybody watching this. If your girl says work is calling at 12 a.m., she's lying.
Yo, you exposing the game.
I think
she's lying.
I'm married, but you look like you brown nosing right now, Wilson.
Hey, you know what?
What you mean? I gotta put up for our guys. You know, our young homies that are watching this, they might not know this, but anybody calling at 12 a.m. ain't up for no good, man.
We don't have to talk to Wilson about this. I think he's going to something.
Yeah, we gotta put him in the
All right. Actually, the next topic is great because, you know. Oh, actually, I had a brain fart right there, guys. I'm sorry. My apologies. The next one is, we're gonna flip the script. Actually, should women trust a boys' night out? And I think 100% yes, because we're idiots. Go ahead.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
I mean,
I don't trust Josh's. Josh's look mischievous. Like, what was that? Yes. That yes sounded like you don't do nothing good on a boys' night out.
We've been out, bro. You know what's going on. We have a good time.
Whoa. We is a very strong. Hey, B, have you and I and him been out? Nah. Exactly.
No,
Thank you for the clarification.
It was us and the other homies and the other homegirl, bro.
Hold on, pause.
I'm gonna need you to pause. Whoa, turn
this
around.
Is like over a year ago.
I don't do nothing.
Like y'all went out together?
No, nigga, it was a group.
That's crazy.
It's a group. You can't go outside. You got a cage. You have a cage and a leash at home. You go home and cage already open for you.
I don't want to go out.
I know, but I'm just saying. But you literally have a cage that you sleeping at home.
I sleep at home. I don't think it's a cage. I like
my
birthdays.
His
wife feed him out 2 bowls.
3
a water bowl and a food bowl.
I got Wi-Fi.
She scraped his edge and baked into the bowl.
That's crazy.
He all for
You're
it.
sick for that. You're sick for that.
That's sick.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying that it's wrong. I just saying that's what he likes to do. You know, but. A boys' night out is not a bad thing. Like I said, same thing, bro. It's just about, like, trust. You gotta trust me. You gotta know me. You gotta know me. You gotta know me. If I'm going out, like I told the homie because he got a girl too, and I was like, bro, if I go out with couples, right, I gotta make sure I'm a couple too. I can't be. I'm not third wheeling or fifth wheeling or ninth wheeling. I don't know. You know, I'm not doing
Actually, that's a lie. I've seen Barbara J third wheel multiple times. All right. Question. Real question. What's the difference between a boys' night out and a girls' night out? Because I think that's two completely different things.
A girls' night out. If they're not all in a relationship. And like half of them aren't, just know they all cheating. Like
that's what I'm talking about.
Like they all gotta be in relationships, bro. They all gotta be in
I don't see no difference. It's all the same thing.
No. I'll tell you clearly what happens. A boys' night out, the lowest level could be building Legos with a pizza. The highest level is somebody might die. Girls' night out all rely on hoe activities.
Yes.
All right, thank you.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm just letting anybody know.
You projecting, bro.
He likes to watch movies, play with Legos. You know what I'm saying?
You're projecting right now. That don't mean all women is cheating, dude.
Yes, it does mean that.
We gotta
bro.
bring
Just so you don't know about it.
I don't want to sound like I'm advocating for a woman.
What's that?
What are you advocating
but
for?
it's like,
what are you advocating
you're
for?
projecting right now.
I'm projecting?
What happened to you, son?
No, look. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Why is he gotta be talking about me?
I'm gonna teach you something right now. Watch this. Look.
You see, Josh is
I'm gonna tell you two things.
That's what I'm saying.
First of all, if you ever found out that your girl cheating, she don't love you. All right, that's number one. Number two.
No shit, motherfucker.
Look,
She's
look.
cheating.
If you find out, because most girls.
Oh, you're right. Because if she loves you.
You ain't gonna
fucking find out.
You'll never know. Hey,
You'll never
that's
know.
cool. Don't tell me.
That's how you know. That's how you know she really loves you. You have to like figure it out.
Listen. You understand? We understand. He has a more traditional like setup, so it's a little different for him. But outside of your world, because you do it right. You know what I'm saying? It's a respectable, honorable couple. You know, marriage and stuff. But another thing I'm gonna say too.
I'm gonna warn you right now. You be careful with whatever you say next.
Listen, it was never a new nigga. You just never knew, nigga.
You see what I'm talking about? And this is where we're gonna sidestep to the next conversation.
I don't agree with none of this, bro.
That's the one right there.
Next topic, bro.
Next topic. Thank you very much.
Hey, she was never yours. It was just your turn.
Hold on, wait. Hey,
whoa.
Hey, chat. Hey, listen.
She was never
they need to heal in the inside.
I'm healing.
Next conversation point.
Look, I already said myself like, bro.
Josh is definitely hurt.
If I can get in a relationship, bro.
You
I have no problem being a bachelor.
I think you might be more hurt than Josh.
Wait, whoa, you projecting now.
Gang, you just said all women is cheating.
Whoa, you gotta take some jokes too. Ladies, if you can't take a joke, you're probably cheating.
Hey, you heard his character by saying that.
If they can't take the joke.
And then Josh trying to riddle, never knew nigga, with the new nigga. Like, come on.
Hey, bro. Check it out though, look, real quick.
One last question. All right, we're good. Another question for the barbers. And this one I'm leaving up to you guys because I really do need this answered. What or who is the biggest hater in the barbering community? Before you guys answer that, I'm going to take a break.
All right, well, look.
Man, I can answer that.
I got a few answers.
Okay.
So the biggest hater in the barber game is not a specific person. It's the type of person, the type of barber. The type of barber who forgets where they came from and thinks that they're better than everybody. Because that means like they start hating on your growth because they see you doing good. And then, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the worst type of barber to really be around. Like delusional barbers, you know what I'm saying?
I can see that for sure. I think the biggest hater is going to be the barber that's not connecting with the new generation. So he's trying to point out how in his time when he was like more like of a popular barber, he was doing this or he was performing services like this, just not respecting the new wave.
Yeah,
I think those be the worst barbers.
I think I could piggyback on that. The worst barbers, including what you said too, I feel like they don't take what we do as barbers, as entrepreneurs, whatever you call it, professionally, like within themselves as well, to where like from the outside looking in, a lot of people don't respect barbers because they think that it's a certain way based off how the old heads was projecting the craft, you know what I'm saying? So that's why now, like I said, like, I think that, it's the outdated barbers. The ones that have been cutting for 20 years or 25 years, 30 years, I don't care how long you've been cutting hair. If you have nothing to show for it and you're out here just trying to badge on the new guys that's making a name for themselves, and grinding and doing what they gotta do to build up their personal image, then you know what I'm saying, then
Instead
you gotta
of
do
you
better in
hating,
life.
do what the heck they doing, bro.
Yeah.
Because, you know what I'm saying, the young barbers is winning.
Yeah, I agree, exactly.
You know? Young barbers is winning for sure. They out here posting. They out here putting the enhancements on the cuts. They out here passing out cards.
Yeah. All levels of
You know, they
promotion.
doing everything they gotta do just to make it. And it kind of like the older barbers trying to use the same method. Man, hey, bro, you need to come anew.
And you know my favorite thing is though? It's a lot of young barbers that support each other. You know, I've seen that more than ever now. There's back even when I was started cutting hair.
Liking, reposting,
almost
commenting on all the
yeah,
posts.
9 years ago, bro, or even like 7, 8, bro. Like I remember like barbers would like be scared to show love to another barber, thinking it was gonna hurt them, and it's like, nah, it actually helps each other. We all eat. Everybody eat. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's important that we keep that growing and we show these older dudes, because they thinking that by doing that, like, you know, the old school way of cutting hair, like, oh, if you cut my client, cut your client, we don't care.
Yeah, we don't care.
But the old school barbers, that's like you stealing from the nigga next to you. You know what I'm saying?
You stepping on my toes.
Like, it's like, nah, bro.
Like,
Like,
what?
I tell people all the time, my clients, they know they can go wherever they want. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be right here
Man,
ready to
if
fix
the
it.
client need a service and you're not available, I'm gonna perform that service. Like this is what it is about being in the profession. But the moment I seen a young barber, he performed like 3 services in one. He did a perm, a dye, and he cut them. That was the moment I said, let me turn up.
Yep.
So shout out to the new barbers in the new wave.
Yeah.
Keep doing y'all thing, man. Ain't no hate at Signature.
And you know, it might be like an unpopular opinion. Is I was an instructor, so I started seeing things, and I've been studying this for a while. But as barbers or Cosmos, I think that barbers cutting hair is like the lowest level of income you can make as a barber per client, because you got stylists and hairdressers that dye hair, perm hair, relax hair, all that type of stuff, trim hair, and they charging 2-3 times the amount that we charge. You know what I'm saying? And if barbers really like thought about catering towards those other skill sets within the umbrella of barbering or doing hair, they can maximize their skill set and their clientele. So I teach that. I try to teach people that, because, like I said, like it's money on the table. You feel me?
It is.
Like everybody, you can get 10 to 20 people a day, right? You can, but like every day is for the average barber, it's not likely to happen. You know, so I think if you get like 4 or 5, maybe 6 clients for cutting hair, the other 3, 4 come off of just dyeing some stuff, whatever, perm, you know, you can make your bread for real.
That's a fact.
You know.
I hate to break it up, but we are going to have to close out the show. And I thank you guys. This is After the Cut with Signature, brought to you by Signature Academy. It's been a pleasure of mine, Wilson from People's Media, and our 2 amazing hosts.
Barber J, man, you already know what it is, man. Hesperia Road with that appointment.
D-Soaks the barber, man. Tap in.
And we're going to see you guys on the next one.